What up? It's your boy Ray V. Let's get it.
Sad boy.
Sad boy quote of the day.
F ain't for feels, it's for
fantasies.
fantasies.
So let's get into our deepest fantasies, baby.
I'll give you a third for him, though.
Anthony Clocks, the guy in my league wanted to sell Brenton Strange high after that contract extension. Thinking face emoji. That guy may no ball. Sell the news. Give him his flowers. Maybe just this once. It's Tuesday, y'all. Let's talk trade. Maybe trade package Tuesday? I don't really remember what I named this video last time. But we're going to hit up OTC trade database and see what players are being moved. Let's see what guys we trade for or trade away. Alright, so we're just going to check out these first 5 guys here. I know we've done them all before, but you know, Dynasty market always be moving. So let's check out what they're going for today's prices. We're going to start off BTJ. Take out the T. Put his name back together, you feel me? BTJ, you know, I could tell you to sell him high, I could tell you to buy him low. It just depends on the manager in your league. His sentiment on BTJ, you know, if someone's trying to sell him high, no. Someone's selling them for just 1 first, anything less than a first, I would go get them and scoop them up and take that risk. Mid first, I don't think I would do it. Probably a late first, you're a contender, you know, you're adding them to your wide receiver arsenal, you already got a good team, yeah, probably. Mid first, you probably could still win it out, you know, depending on how he plays this year. But, you know, if you can get more than a first and a second for him, selling high, and you already got good enough receivers and everything, I'd play that market. Get out while you're ahead. You know, now you don't have to hope that he's going to be good or anything. You get him off your team, it's cool. They got too many mouths to feed over there. That's the whole Dynasty game. It just depends on how the manager is valuing him. So BTJ, Metcalf, and Goddard, no. BTJ, Swift, and a third, no. For Derrick Henry, a second and $10 in Fab. I think I'd still take BTJ here. Give me a little bit more. Derrick Henry's around like a back end first, but nah, give me BTJ. BTJ, Mark Andrews in a second. Like, see, if you could buy him low for this, or the BTJ manager in your league, you know, is gonna give him up for a second, and Mark Andrews, that's a buy, you know. We haven't found a sell high yet. So 2027 first, no, not yet. Still take BTJ. Yeah, it's a late first too. So it's saying probably a mid first is probably gonna lead toward the mid first side. Late first, I would take BTJ. BTJ, Bill, Tongas 212. Buy low right there for sure. BTJ all day. DK in a second, no. BTJ. Tank Bigsby and Shaheed, not bad. Probably need a better receiver here. BTJ. See, a first and a second, but this is 2028 and 2029, so no. 2028 first, no. Give me BTJ. 4 first. Someone giving me 4 first for... This is a 32 team league. So maybe not. You know, if this guy wins the league because of that, they're all gonna be like, oh, one of these 2028s aren't his. But I just feel like you gotta go the 4 first, right? Am I tripping? Even though it's 32 teams, let's see. If they're all late first, I mean, that would suck, right? That would be the 32nd player. That'd be the 32nd best rookie. That's like a back end 2nd round pick, you know, almost a 3rd round pick extra. 4 seconds for BTJ, no. Is at least how I was trying to do the logic with it. 2027 first and a 2027 fourth, nah. BTJ. It's probably a mid though. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know if I'd do a mid. I think I'd probably just keep BTJ if I'm being honest. I don't think I'd give up a mid first either. Feel like, you know, you're middle of the pack team. Why are you trading for BTJ? And why are you paying a mid first for him? You buy him for the low. BTJ, Bucky Irving, no. BTJ, barely. Okay, so that's a good positional swap if you're feeling that. I am not feeling that. You know how I feel about Bucky. You know how I feel about Kenneth Gainwell. Nah. BTJ from a none guy straight up, nah. 14 team super flex, 2027 first, no. Give me BTJ. Probably this side if it's a mid. Ooh, okay. Not bad, not bad. BTJ, Jaden Reed in a third, no. BTJ for Lemon. I think I would take Lemon. I think I would take that barely. I think I have more faith in Lemon. I mean, maybe this year BTJ, you know, scores more than him, but the future of Lemon, I like it. I like it a lot. BTJ, 104 and Christian Watson. I mean, if we took Lemon, and we gotta take this, all right? 10 team super flex, definitely destroyed. BTJ, Casey Concepcion, and Parker Washington. This is like kind of like a call your shot. This is like 106, 107 right here. 10 team super flex and Parker Washington. I guess give me this right side. You know, if you're condensing, give me BTJ. Who do I think is going to be better, BTJ or Parker Washington this year? I think Brian Thomas Jr. is going to get him. It's not going to be pretty, but I think he's going to outscore him. Maybe Parker Washington's more consistent, but, you know, he's going to have some bomb plays, deep vertical threat, so he's probably going to have a couple of 60-yard touchdowns that just super inflate him. So BTJ overall, probably better. Parker Washington, probably more consistent. But this side right here. 2027 first, no. 108, no. Javonte, I think that's a good flip, but I think I'd still take BTJ. Good positional flip, I should say. BTJ, Alec Pearson, 303, nah. BCJ, RJ Harvey, and Terry McLaurin, nah. For JMO, no. All right, we got Waddle next. Right now, if you could buy Waddle low, I believe in Waddle. But if you have Waddle on your team, I would only, obviously, same advice all around. I would only sell him if you could sell him high. But I think he's going to be a good player. I think he's going to get a lot of points on the Broncos. A lot of people think they're just going to run the ball. I kind of do think they're going to run the ball. But they're going to funnel through Waddle through the passing game, in my opinion. So I think he could do good. He's probably going to be less than what he was, his first 2 years in Miami. But he might score more touchdowns. But he's definitely, at least his first year in Miami, he's had he did the Jarvis Landry where I think he broke the record for catches as a rookie, and then that got broken later on, but I think so. It's something like that. So Jaylen Waddle for Josh Jacobs. 12 team, 1 QB. If Josh Jacobs didn't have any stank on him, any news on him, I'd probably take Josh Jacobs, but I'm going to take Waddle right here. That's a good buy low for Jacobs if you believe in Jacobs and you don't think he's going to get slammed with nothing. I don't know. I think he's going to get slammed with something. If not this year, next year, but for this year, then that would be a pretty good trade. Jaylen Waddle, Michael Pittman, and a third. No, give me Waddle. I was going to say maybe a second. I'll think about it, but clearly not with 13.2 towards Waddle. Waddle for Rico Dowdle and Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams around like the 108 probably, if I were to guess. And Rico Dowdle is a good positional swap. I think Rico Dowdle will get a bulk, or at least the first touches in Pittsburgh. So if you need running backs bad, I could see this trade. I kind of like Waddle more, but nah. Give me the running backs. Put my hands up. All right. Waddle for Cooper, Claiborne, second and a third. That's basically like a second, third. That's like a first, second, third, essentially. I guess give me Omar Cooper Jr. side. Yeah. For a 2027 first and a 2028 second, might just take. Would I give up Waddle? I think a mid 2027 first would get me off Waddle by itself, probably. So that second is a little extra. That's what's up. I'll take it. 12 team super flex. Waddle for Algier, 111, 311, third. No, I don't care about all that. 111 in a super flex league for Waddle, nah. Like, give me 2/3 and a handcuff? Nah, I'm not about it. 12 team, 1 QB. It's a mid first. I might take it. It's a 1 QB actually. So maybe a mid first doesn't do it for me. Barely over here. It's a 12 team, it'd be pushed back. Your positional players would be pushed back like 2 or 3 players due to QBs. Probably. Well, at least 2. At least 2 QBs should go in the top 6 next year. In a super flex league at least. Waddle for Scatabo and a fourth. I don't really like Scat, but I know everyone else likes Scat. Oh, I should have stuck to my morals. That ain't right. It's a good positional swap. They feel pretty even in points wise, probably. Waddle for 108 and Shakir. No, I need more than 108. Need more. 0.1 is crazy. Jaylen Waddle for Coker and 2 seconds. That might get me off of Waddle. It's close. 2 that way. Jaylen Waddle, Brent Strange, third and a second. No. Waddle for Shador. No. Both team super flex for first. Need a mid. Yeah. Need a mid. Both team super flex. Need a mid. The late. Oh. Yeah. For a late first, I would not sell Waddle. For a late first, I would buy Waddle. 10 team 1 QB, no. Waddle. Jaylen Waddle, Christian Watson, second, fourth, no. What the hell is this trade? Diggs, Hill, Sutton, fourth, third, no. Garrett Wilson, give me Garrett Wilson. Who is selling Garrett Wilson for Waddle? I'm going to send my 1 Jaylen Waddle share for Garrett Wilson right now. No. Ooh, Mike Evans and Derrick Henry. This is a total win now trade. If you're going for the chip right now, this is a great trade. I'm taking that. Agrees with me. Waddle for Christian Watson and Zay Flowers. I think I take that side. As much as I hate Zay Flowers, he's producing, yeah. He's producing, so give him his flowers. All right, Marvin Harrison is next. Marvin Harrison. I believe in Marvin Harrison. So if people are down on Marvin Harrison because of the quarterback situation, because of Trey McBride going off, historical year last year, because of Michael Wilson going Jerry Rice mode, I would buy Marvin Harrison Jr. for the low. I would not buy him for anything more than a first. I would just buy him. Someone gives you a second. You know what I mean? Or a player in a second. Maybe a first and a player, and then you get Marvin Harrison and a second back. Some flip-floppy stuff like that, I would. Marvin Harrison for 105. This is a 10-team 1 QB, so 105 sucks, actually. This is Casey Concepcion. This is Jadarian Price. Give me Marvin Harrison. What? Casey Concepcion is crazy. 12-team 1 QB for DJ Moore. No. Give me Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison, DJ Moore. No. Marvin Harrison, 105. Super flex. Give me 105. That's Makai Lemon right there, probably. Marvin Harrison for Rasheed Rice. I think Rasheed Rice, even though he's a 1-year wonder, probably not going to be on KC next year. Give me him and I'll sell him halfway through the season. That's the play. Barely. So that's what Marvin Harrison's going for Rasheed Rice. Okay. Marvin Harrison, 111, 201. They're like 2 first kind of, but Don't give me that. Nah, don't give me that. 111, Simpson, probably Stowers, Jonah Coleman, 201, whatever's left there as well. No. Marvin Harrison for a 2029 first and second. I think I need at least a 2028 first. That's kind of far. Marvin Harrison, Rico Dowdle in a second. Good positional swap, but give me Marvin Harrison. 2 firsts and a third. Give me, please. Yeah. Someone wants to give me a first plus for Marvin Harrison. My morals are out the window. My thought process out the window is cool. I'll take the overpay. Marvin Harrison for 109, 203. Those are ugly. No. Nah. I need higher than that. 109 and 12-team Superflex is disgusting. 203 and a 12-team Superflex is gross. Not feeling it. 6-team Superflex. What are we doing here? Give me Devontae Smith, though. What are we doing? Marvin Harrison for 2027 first. 10-team, 1 QB. I'd probably have Marvin Harrison over Jaylen Waddle. So with that thought process, I would want a mid. Higher than a mid, essentially. So no, Marvin Harrison. For Travis Etienne Achan. That's how I'm going to start saying it now. I'm going to say both. I think this is a good swap right here. Don't know how good Etienne Achan's going to be next year on New Orleans. And they still going to keep Kamara. So it's kind of ugly, but give me the running back. Running back. Let's do it. Oh, disgusting. That one hurt me. Marvin Harrison for Gunnar Helm and David Montgomery. No, definitely not. Marvin Harrison for Quinshon Judkins, 10-team 1 QB. Quinshon. Marvin Harrison, Jonah Coleman, Devontae Smith, Kenneth Walker, 12-team Superflex. What is going on, man? What is going on over here? Marvin Harrison for Tuden in a second. Not bad. I want a better, more solidified running back than Tuden in a second. If you give me Montgomery in a second, I will probably still say no, but that's better, you know? Marvin Harrison. This side could be better. I like Tuden, but too many mouths to feed. All those people in the backfield as well. The only guy I really want in Jacksonville would be T-Law, if I'm being for real. Marvin Harrison for Io Manor and Metcalf, no. Marvin Harrison for Debo, Addison, 3rd, 4th, no. Kenneth Walker straight up, 10-team 1 QB. I think that's worth it. That's a fair trade. Good positional swap. Really? Destroyed? What is Walker going for? 104 or something? I thought I was doing something, talking about it all crazy, but it's flat out consensus. Marvin Harrison, Jaden Reed, Terrence Ferguson, no. Jalen Warren, a first and a third, but a 2028 first, no. I don't think. I mean, it's 2028. I don't know if I'd wait that long. Marvin Harrison for Kenny Gainwell, no. Marvin Harrison for his Jerry Rice teammate, Michael Wilson, a first and a fourth. If you believe in Michael Wilson, take this. I do not, but that's a pretty good trade. It's probably going to favor this side. Yeah, I don't think Michael Wilson's going to be like that, but I could totally be wrong. It's all good. Marvin Harrison for a 2027 first and a third. If it's a mid, I could see it going this way, but give me Marvin Harrison, barely. Marvin Harrison, RJ Harvey, Jerry Jeudy in a third, no. 108, no. Nico Collins, probably give me Nico Collins, even though I hate this guy. 108 and a mid-third was flat out zeroed. Is crazy. QJ is next. Let's see what QJ goes for. Me, personally, do not like QJ. I'm a Trey Harris guy. They're like the Jaguars where they have too many weapons, except they just don't throw the ball as much, and they definitely have a better run game. 12 personnel, 13 personnel. I could see Ladd on there. Probably Ladd and QJ for 12 personnel, but on 13 personnel, I definitely think it's just going to be Ladd. QJ does block. He does get downfield. He does, clear them out that way too on 12, 13 personnel. If he was on there for 13 personnel and open up the under routes for the tight ends, I don't believe it. I think Ladd is going to be the only one that eats. They picked up Njoku. They picked up Charlie Kohler. They still have Miranda Gatskin. It looks like they just want to do big packages and they want to run the ball. Eden Mitchell that got added. He's going to be running mates with Amari and Hampton. I'm not believing that more than one receiving target can get fed right here. And if it's going to be a second one, I think it's going to be a tight end. I don't think it's going to be a second wide receiver. Keenan Allen could still come back as well. Could ruin all of that. And I like Trey Harris. I'm going to say it again. But I would sell high on QJ. People think they're going to use him a lot. I think McDaniel said he wanted to, give him some rack, give him the short design plays and just let him run with the ball. It's going to be a lot better than he's just being a vertical threat last year. So I could see him doing a little something, but consistent enough where you love that for your team weekly starting. I don't know about that. It could be. I could be wrong, but I would sell on that news. If you get more than a second and a third, you get 2 seconds or something, shoot, I would do it. Someone wants to give you a first, they're crazy. Do it to them. But no, second, third, Jordan Mason, no. Even though I was just saying second and third, I just said no. I was second and a third before all that. Before all that McDaniels talk. So maybe I want 2/3. Maybe I want a second and 2/3 or something. But this is a fair trade, definitely. Fair enough. Second and fourth, no. QJ4, Christian Watson a second. Give me this side. I believe in Christian Watson this year. Second is in 2029. I don't care. 204, no. I need more than that. Give me more than that. Dak Prescott and Wan'Dale Robinson is only a 1 QB league, so no. QJ4, Sean Stribling, no. 2027, no. Ronnie Gatson, straight up, no. Tank Bigsby in a second, no. Jalen Warren, 407, no. DeAndre Swift, I might take DeAndre Swift, straight up. Full team super flex, good positional flip. I think I like DeAndre Swift more. QJ4, Michael Pittman, no. I think Michael Pittman's going to be good, but you got to buy him low. You're not buying him for that. What is up? We all know DeAndre Swift's going to win, right? All right, whatever. Kobe Dean in a 2029 6. QJ, Eric Altez, no. McLaurin, give me McLaurin. 10 team super flex. I think McLaurin's going to be good this year. QJ for a 110, give me 110. Come on, man. 2029 second, no. QJ, Larry Benson, Josh Downs, 44 fab. I like Josh Downs. Do not like Trey Benson in this trade. And the fab? I do like Josh Downs, though, but they don't give me Josh Downs. I think, yeah, barely. I think I like Josh Downs more and his situation more than QJ. QJ for Emmanuel Wilson, Jalen Noel. No. Sam Darnold, Tajay Spears, no. 109, no. Sorry, 109, yes, my bad. Some noise going on behind me. I'm tripping. QJ4, Jordan Addison, 409, no. QJ4, 2027 second, no. No. Gonna skip around until Michael Wilson, nah, probably still not. Give me more than Michael Wilson. Second, third. Xavier Worthy. Give me Xavier Worthy. I'll take that. I take Xavier Worthy. Sutton and Tracy. Damn, no. No. Rico Dowdle straight up. Tempting, but no. Matthew Golden. I like Matthew Golden, but no. Christian Watson is my favorite Green Bay wide receiver right now. Matthew Golden probably second. I know Jaden Reed got paid, but he does not play in 12 personnel. Not playing those big packages. 205, no. Ayuk, Stribling, no. Chris Bell. Rebuild, retool. Chris Bell's a nice target. QJ, not bad, but I could, yeah, let's say QJ. Last guy's gonna be Jonathon Brooks. Right now, still think Chuba's gonna be the guy. You know, they paid him, and you know, at least it's gonna be his job to lose. I think Jonathon Brooks is just like a 1-2 back. You know, he's a committee back. He's not like a workhorse. He's like works well in a tandem, works well in a committee. He's really good as the 2 in a 1-2 punch, you know. If Chuba's not the first guy, you know, they're just going to replace Chuba, and then some other guy's going to be the heavy hitter, and then, you know, he's going to be the lightning, right? I think it's Thunder and then the lightning. So I think Jonathon Brooks is just going to be the lightning, as much as, you know, the lightning could be good. The second guy could be good, you know, after the first guy smacks him down, wears him down and everything, second guy comes in. I don't think he's going to be the guy. I do not think it. Yeah, will he score points and everything? Yeah, he will. Will he ever be like the 1 in this 1-2 punch? Will he ever be the workhorse? No. Even the 1, I don't think he'll ever be like the 1, but we will see. I mean, he has everything against him as well, so if you could buy him for the low, that's what's up. If you could sell him for the high, I probably would just walk away. I know you're invested. I know it's been 2 years now since you drafted him. You could just get out. You could just get out, man. He double tore his right ACL, man. You could just get out now and just forget about it. You don't need to worry about this guy anymore, you know? But if you're selling high, obviously. Selling on that hopium, that's what's up. Jonathon Brooks, Chris Rodriguez in a second? No. I think I need like 2 seconds. Maybe a second and a third will get me off of Brooks. 2027 second? No. Straight up. Ooh, so he's just going for a mid-second. Man, I need at least a second and a third, probably. Mid-second makes sense, because I would buy low for a late second, third, 2/3. I guess that makes sense. 10 team, 1 QB. Matthew Stafford? No. 203. That probably gets him off your team, but I think I'd take Brooks over 203. In a 14-team league, that's like the 17th pick. Nah. Casey Concepcion, buy Brooks. That's a sell high. That's how you sell on hopium. For nothing, selling on hopium. How's that only 7.3? Jonathon Brooks for Kincaid? No. For Godwin? No. I like Godwin, but not like that. 2/3, that's a good buy low. Buy low. 2/3. No, Jonathon Brooks, 2027 second. If this is a mid, it's going to go to the mid side, but give me Brooks. Or Mike Washington and a second. That's kind of tempting. If this was a 2027 second, yeah, but 2028. Nah, I'm not waiting that long. Nah, give me that 2027. Come on, man. Jonathon Brooks, Hunter Henry in a second. And that's more than a second, like I was saying, but no, I need more. Jonathon Brooks, Ted Hurst, and a fourth. Nah, give me Brooks. Need more than that. Brooks for Troy Franklin, Kendre Miller, and a fourth. No. It's 202. No. 201. Like, would I rather have Jonah Coleman or I'd rather have Jonah Coleman over Brooks? Would I rather have Nick Singleton over Brooks? No, because Nick Singleton's the same exact thing. I mean, I guess technically Nick Singleton didn't double tear his right ACL, but he just had a foot injury, right, during his workouts before the combine. I think his pro day. I think he hurt his ankle or hurt his foot or something. I guess give me Brooks. Jonah Coleman. You tell me Jonah Coleman's at this 201 in a 14 team? Never mind. He's not there. Probably Nick Singleton's gone too anyway. Jonathon Brooks for Waddle? Give me Waddle. Why did we not see that one in the Waddle trade? Jonathon Brooks for Warren? No. Second and a fourth? I mean, that's more than a second. Not what I'm looking for. It's going to favor this side, but give me Brooks. Second, third, and a third. Fine. I've been saying second and a third. I don't know if this is going to finish recording, but I'm just going to keep going. Roy O'Neill, third, no. Tank Dell, fifth, no. Trevor, Achan, ETN, and Tyreek Hill in a third. I hope you guys like seeing these trade packages and my analysis that went along with it. These should have gotten your trade brain gears going. And with that new knowledge, use it for your daily dose of send that trade. Send it. Send it. But that's it for today, though. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, rebuilds fade, dynasties reign. Call me a lover boy, simp, Libra. It's more than lovesick. I got a fever. Feelings overloading. Not to be a diva. Standing 10 toes down. I'm not gonna leave you.